The concept of One Health connects the health of the environment, the health of people, the health of animals, the health of plants in the natural resources environment all together, and says that they're all interconnected and they share relationships amongst one another. What INR is doing in this area as part of our mission in teaching and education and research and outreach is especially focused on the health of animals, the health of plants, the health of crops, the health of people and the relationship to those things in the environment. And the Strategic Discussions for Nebraska provides an overlay and view of the many different ways that we're contributing through our research and education to the One Health concept.
Well, for the Zine project, we have the advantage of, first of all, we're in a state with a lot of corn byproducts, and so we're trying to make use of a material that's present there that actually has fantastic biocompatible properties. But we also are lucky to have fantastic researchers here on campus that are studying very innovative strategies. And when we start to combine those minds together, then we can start to solve problems that are not only problems in the state of Nebraska, but that are world problems, and that we owe it to our future to solve.
Some of the parasites that we're studying here at the University of Nebraska include ticks. In particular, we've been looking at Lone Star ticks. Lone Star ticks showed up in Nebraska in the late 1980s. We're also looking at mosquitoes. We've done work with mosquitoes, trying to see if some of our irrigation agricultural practices impact the type of mosquitoes that we see, and therefore what kind of pathogens may be our rural populations may be exposed to as a result of agricultural practices, in particular West Nile virus. It's important for the University of Nebraska to be involved in investigations of parasites because of the impacts that they have on animals, on humans, but also as well as the economic significance that they can have, particularly on our agribusiness.
The One Health concept is a global concept of human health, but it's also a concept of health of the planet and animal health. And the concept is that they're all integrated, that we can't separate one from the other, especially as we move into the future. We're trying to feed a global population of 9 billion, and we have to be able to look at it, look at that approach comprehensively. And that is the essence of One Health. The Nebraska Center for the Prevention of Obesity Diseases is a grant-funded project from the National Institutes of Health. And the purpose of that is to look at the connections between diet and conditions such as obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and ultimately chronic conditions such as cardiovascular diseases and cancer. Our goal is to be able to define a particular diet for a person's genetic makeup and for their lifestyle to promote good health.
Well, one of the things to keep in mind is that we have such a broad range in the size of agricultural operations in the state, and really a lot of difference in the way that producers like to receive their information. So that really forces us to be creative in how we deliver information to them. One good thing we have here at UNL is the Animal Manure Management Team, and that team is made up of specialists and educators statewide that can really get that information out to producers in a timely fashion. We also work on a national basis with the Livestock and Poultry Environmental Learning Center, and that you know, in the past several years, we've seen a decline in the number of extension professionals nationwide, and so this type of arrangement really allows us to get our information out to those folks and receive information from them that we can then deliver within the state of Nebraska.
Our School of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences offer education in One Health in terms of the undergraduate areas, our graduate areas, veterinary graduates, our veterinarians, our veterinary students looked at the One Health concept in kind of a holistic way of looking again at people and environment and animals and how those interactions and relationships exist. So we teach on a One Health basis. We also do service. Our new diagnostic lab will be the state-of-the-art and will have the capacity to protect our animal agriculture and to participate in our One Health, and that is protecting our environment, protecting our animals, and protecting people.
So we're really lucky here at University of Nebraska that in the Animal Science Department we have the ability to bring animals into the building, and it allows us to do experiments that we wouldn't be able to do if they were at the farm. And being able to use a large animal model that more closely matches humans is also really important. It allows us to study things that people who only use rodent models aren't able to study. So it provides us this unique opportunity to study aspects of fertility that others can't. The great thing about our research is some of the things we're doing to try to understand the fertility or how to optimize fertility in the cow can be applied to humans as well. And so it will help with understanding things that cause infertility in women in Nebraska as well as the U.S.
Well, the Doctor of Plant Health program is a new program that's really designed to train plant practitioners in the broad areas across, or in all the broad areas that impact plant health. What we're trying to do is we're trying to educate professionals to be able to deal with the entire production system. In order for us to move to a more sustainable production and landscape systems, we really need to take the knowledge and the technology that we've developed in our research efforts and take that to the field level. And really the only way we can do that is to really put more knowledge and more understanding of the system at the field level. So it's critically necessary that we do that. And our students really have the ability to do that. They can deal across disciplines, they think across disciplines, they think how these interactions across disciplines occur, and they're much better prepared to try to cope with that in a practitioner sense.
Staphylococcus aureus is a common bacterial pathogen, or a germ, if you will, that is the average Nebraskan will encounter every day of their life. Most people, it doesn't cause any problems at all. It's transiently on your skin and then it's gone. So it's a common pathogen with the potential to create or cause a very severe infection. You find it in animals, and economically this creates a tremendous burden on the animal production industry. One thing which is troubling these days is what we refer to as the emergence of community-associated methicillin-resistant Staph aureus. These bacteria have emerged really within the last 20 years in the U.S., and these are hitting healthy young people. So we're trying to help minimize the potential for infections both in humans and animals here at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln.
We're really proud of our faculty across all of the Institute of Ag and Natural Resources that are working to solve problems, to create better quality of life. And in the area of One Health, where we are not only improving human health, we're also improving the health of the environment, the health of our food production systems, to make the future an even brighter place than it is today.